Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, and welcome to Deen. Have you ever felt like you're falling behind in life just because you don't have money, a big house, or fancy things? Society often tells us that success equals wealth, but Islam teaches us something much deeper. True richness begins in the soul, not the wallet. In this video, we're going to explore 5 hidden signs that you're spiritually rich, even if your bank account says otherwise. These signs are subtle, often overlooked, but incredibly powerful. If you have even a few of them, you're already wealthier than many people who appear successful on the outside. Spiritual richness brings peace, strength, and closeness to Allah that no amount of money can ever buy. So stay with me till the end. You might just realize you're already living in a state of hidden barakah. Let's uncover these signs and see how spiritually wealthy you really are. 1. Contentment. Qana'ah, a sign of true richness. Contentment, or Qana'ah, is one of the most powerful indicators of spiritual wealth. It's not about having everything you desire, but being truly at peace with what Allah has given you. A spiritually rich person does not live in a state of constant comparison or envy. Instead, they feel a quiet satisfaction in their heart, even when they lack material wealth, because they trust that their portion from Allah is sufficient. In Islam, contentment is not seen as weakness or a lack of ambition. Rather, it is a strength of the soul. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "Richness is not in having many possessions. Rather, true richness is the richness of the soul." Sahih al-Bukhari. A person with Qana'ah doesn't chase dunya restlessly. Their heart is not burdened by greed or obsession with status. They are grounded, grateful, and mentally free, qualities that money cannot buy. When a person learns to see blessings in simple things, like health, family, or a peaceful heart, they've tapped into a deep reservoir of spiritual wealth. Moreover, contentment leads to a life of calm and barakah. The spiritually rich do not stress over what they lack. Instead, they use what they have wisely and with gratitude. This invites Allah's blessings in both seen and unseen ways. Even during hardships, their heart remains stable because they've trained it to find joy in Allah's decree. In a world driven by consumerism and social media pressure, those who remain content are rare and special. Their peace doesn't depend on possessions. It flows from tawheed, gratitude, and acceptance. That is why contentment is not just a good trait. It's a hidden sign that someone is truly rich in the eyes of their Creator. 2. The ability to forgive, a mark of a wealthy heart. The ability to forgive is one of the clearest signs of spiritual richness. It shows emotional maturity, deep inner peace, and a heart free from the poison of resentment. While holding grudges may feel like strength to some, true strength lies in letting go, even when you're hurt deeply. Spiritually rich individuals don't allow past pain to control their present. They understand that forgiveness is not about approving the wrong, but about freeing themselves from the grip of anger and bitterness. It reflects a heart that prioritizes Allah's pleasure over the ego's desire for revenge. In the Quran, Allah praises those who forgive and let them pardon and overlook. Would you not like that Allah should forgive you? Surah An-Nur 24:22. This ayah reminds us that forgiving others is directly tied to our own hope for Allah's mercy. The spiritually rich remember this and act upon it, even when it's difficult. Forgiveness also reflects humility. A person who forgives understands their own flaws and shortcomings. They don't hold others to impossible standards because they know they too need Allah's forgiveness every single day. This humility softens their heart and brings them closer to Allah. Furthermore, forgiving others brings spiritual freedom. Anger and grudges are heavy burdens on the soul. When a person chooses to release them, they feel lighter, more peaceful, and more connected to Allah. It also improves their relationships, as people feel safe and valued in their presence. Forgiveness is a gift that spiritually rich people give, not because others always deserve it, but because their heart is rich enough to offer it. This ability reflects not just kindness, but spiritual strength and emotional stability, a wealth far more valuable than gold. 3. Tawakkul, trust in Allah, the wealth of reliance. Tawakkul, or trusting in Allah, is a profound sign of spiritual richness. It means placing your complete reliance on Allah's wisdom, timing, and plan, especially when life feels uncertain or challenging. A person with tawakkul understands that their efforts matter, but the outcome is ultimately in Allah's hands. This level of trust creates an inner calm that no material wealth can provide. When others are panicking over what's next, the spiritually rich remain grounded. They don't overthink the future or drown in regret over the past. Their heart rests in the belief that whatever Allah wills is best, even when it's hard to understand in the moment. Tawakkul is not passive. It means doing your part while leaving the results to Allah. The Quran says, "And whoever relies upon Allah, then He is sufficient for him." Surah At-Talaq 65:3. Spiritually rich people take comfort in this promise. They believe that even if they lose everything in this world, they are never truly alone or unsupported. This trust brings emotional stability. It shields the heart from fear, anxiety, and hopelessness. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" the person with tawakkul asks, "What is Allah teaching me through this?" That mindset transforms every difficulty into a spiritual lesson and every delay into an opportunity for growth. People with strong tawakkul also inspire those around them. Their calmness, patience, and unwavering faith act as a light for others in dark times. They remind the world that strength doesn't always come from status or savings. It often comes from knowing your Rabb is in control. Trust in Allah is a treasure of the heart. Those who carry it are never empty, even when their hands are. 4. Generosity despite limited means, a sign of a wealthy soul. True generosity isn't measured by the size of your bank account, but by the sincerity of your heart. Spiritually rich individuals give, even when they don't have much, because their giving is fueled by faith, not fortune. This kind of generosity reflects a soul that finds joy in sharing, regardless of its own limitations. In Islam, even a small act of charity holds immense value. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "Protect yourself from hellfire, even by giving a piece of date as charity." Bukhari and Muslim. This teaches us that the worth of what you give lies not in its quantity, but in the intention behind it. A spiritually rich person doesn't wait for abundance to be generous. They give from what little they have with a sincere heart. Such generosity demonstrates a strong connection with Allah. It reflects a belief that provision comes from Him alone, and whatever is spent for His sake will be replaced with barakah. These individuals do not fear poverty from giving. Instead, they see giving as an opportunity to please their Creator and to purify their wealth, no matter how small. This type of giving also shows empathy. When someone who has little still chooses to help another in need, it reveals a heart filled with compassion, selflessness, and reliance on Allah. Their wealth is not in their possessions, but in their mindset and character. Moreover, Generous people attract goodness. Their giving opens doors to unexpected blessings, sometimes not in the form of money, but in peace, support, opportunities, and spiritual elevation. Their hearts are full, and so they give with joy, not reluctance. Giving in hardship is one of the clearest signs that a person is spiritually rich. They don't give to show off. They give because their soul overflows with faith, hope, and love. 5. Inner peace. During worship, a hidden treasure of the heart. One of the most beautiful signs of spiritual richness is the sense of deep peace a person feels during acts of worship. When someone finds true comfort in salah, dhikr, Quran recitation, or dua, it shows that their heart is connected to its creator. This inner calm is not something that can be bought or taught. It is a divine gift that reflects a heart filled with iman. Spiritually rich people don't rush through prayer as a chore. Instead, they savor it as a meeting with Allah. In moments of sujud, they find relief. In dhikr, they find clarity. And in tears during dua, they feel closer to the divine than anything this world could offer. Their worship is not driven by habit alone, but by love, longing, and submission. This spiritual richness becomes most visible during times of difficulty. While others turn to distractions for comfort, these individuals turn to the prayer mat. The Quran describes this feeling. Indeed, in the remembrance of Allah, do hearts find rest. Surah Ar-Ra'd 13:28. A spiritually wealthy person lives this verse. They experience tranquility that material success cannot provide. Such peace during worship also signifies a life aligned with purpose. The spiritually rich understand that worship isn't just ritual, it's nourishment for the soul. It strengthens their patience, shapes their character, and keeps their hearts soft in a hard world. Even if their outward life lacks luxury, their heart is in constant connection with the one who owns all treasures. That connection brings a joy and fulfillment far deeper than any worldly achievement. When someone finds true happiness in their bond with Allah, it is a clear and powerful sign. They are rich in the most meaningful way. Spiritual richness is far more valuable than material wealth. It brings peace, strength, and a deep connection with Allah that no one can take away. If you recognized even one of these signs in yourself, know that you are already on a blessed path. Keep nurturing your soul and trusting Allah's plan. If this video gave you clarity or comfort, please like, share, and subscribe to Deen for more powerful Islamic reminders that uplift your heart and spirit. Drop a comment below and let us know which sign you connected with the most. Jazakallah khair for watching.